Now class 12, read short answer question number 22. It is written, A can hit a target in 3 out of 4. Means total shots are 4 and A can hit a target in 3, only 3 times. Okay. B can hit the target in 4 out of 5. Total is 5 shot and B can target only 4. What is the probability of hitting the target? Okay, means they are asking what is the total probability of hitting a target. So I am taking let PA equals to probability of A to hit a target and PB equals to probability of B to hit a target. Okay. Now PA probability of A is 3 by 4. Why? Because total shot are 4 and A is hitting only 3 times. That is why T by 3 by 4. Now PA complement. PA complement means A is not hitting target. Means 1 minus 3 by 4 means 1 minus probability of A 1 minus 3 by 4. When you will take the LCM, you will get 1 by 4. Same thing we will do with PB. Probability of B hitting the target. Total shots are 5 and B is hitting only 4 times. So 4 by 5 and not hitting the target. So PB complement equals to 1 minus PB. When you will take the LCM, 1 minus 4 by 5 you will get 1 by 5. Now they are asking probability of hitting the target. They are not asking probability of not hitting the target. So what we will do, we will find first not hit a target. Means probability, you can write here probability of not hit a target. So PA complement into PB complement. Why? Because A is not hitting 1 by 4 times and B is not hitting 1 by 5 times. That is why I am multiplying. So 1 by 4 into 1 by 5 will get 1 1 is 1, 4 5 is 20. Now probability of hitting the target. You can write here probability of hitting the target equals to PA PB, because PA is the probability to hit a target and PB is the probability of B to hit a target, equals to 1 minus PA complement minus into PB complement. So PA complement PB complement I got 1 by 20 from here. Now 1 minus 1 by 20 you will get 19 by 20. Okay, complete this one. Now class 12, read question number 27, short answer. A speaks the truth 3 out of 4 times. Okay, means total times he is speaking 4 times, but A speaks the truth only 3 times. Okay, and B 5 out of 6 times. In total, B is speaking 6 times, but he tells the truth only at 5 times. Okay, what is the probability that they will contradict each other in stating the same fact? Contradict means maybe A is telling the fact means true, but at that time B is lying, or B is telling the fact and at that time A is lying. So that is the meaning of contradict. Okay. Now total probability of A. Total A is telling how many times? 4 times, but he is telling truth only 3 times. So 3 by 4. Again total B. B is speaking 6 times, but only 5 times he is telling the truth. Means 5 by 6. Now P A lie is probability of A lying 1 minus 3 by 4, because he is telling the truth 3 by 4 times. If I will subtract by 1, I will get 1 by 4. Okay, same thing which I had done in the last question. Now B line is probability of B line 1 minus 5 by 6, it will come 1 by 6. Now A and B contradict each other. It means that when A is telling the truth, B is lying. When B is telling the truth, A is lying. That is why I have written PA into PB lie plus PB into PA lie. So PA is 3 by 4. When probability of B lying is 1 by 6, 1 by 6 plus probability of B is telling the truth is 5 by 6 and probability of A lying 1 by 4. Then you will 3 ones are 3, 4 6 are 24, 5 ones are 5, 6 4s are 24. Only you will solve this one. You will get 8 by 24. When you will cancel 8 ones are 8, 8 3s are. You will get 1 by 3 as your answer. Class 12, short answer question number 32-1, probability chapter. Question is, a bag contains 8 red balls and 5 white balls. 2 successive draws of 3 balls are made without replacement. Find the probability that first drawing will give 3 white balls and the second 3 red balls. So is that a bag has 8 red balls and 5 white balls. Okay. 2 successive draws of 3 balls are made without replacement. Means there will be no replacement. We will not be able to add again. Okay. So 3 balls are taking out. They are telling that find the probability that the first drawing will be 3 white balls and the second 3 red balls. 2 times they are taking. So first they are asking, first time they are drawing 3 white balls and second time they are drawing 3 red balls. We have to find. So now see this one. A bag has 8 red balls and 5 white balls. So total balls will be 8 plus 5, 13. That is why I have written total balls equals to 13. Now first they are telling, in the first time they are taking out 3 white balls only. Okay. So 3 white balls are drawn. Okay, or taking out. Total probability to draw 3 balls. How many total balls we have? 13. From 13 we can take out 3 balls. That is the probability of drawing 3 balls from total ball is 13C3. Okay, we have to use combination here. In some question we have to use combination. Otherwise we will not be able to do the sums. Now, but we have only 5 white balls. Out of 5 balls, 3 are drawn. Okay. So probability of getting white balls 5C3. Again I am repeating the things whatever I have written here. We have total 8 red balls and 5 white balls. Means total number of balls is 13. From 13 we are taking 3 balls. Means 13C3. But we have only 5 white balls. So from 5 only we can take only 3 balls. That is why I have written 5C3. Now probability of getting white balls, you can write here probability of getting white balls equals to P1 equals to 5C3. This one is the event, means from 5 white ball we can take out only 3 and from total sample space, from total 13 ball we can take out 3 balls. Understood this one? Now in the second part they are asking, in the second time they are taking out 3 red balls. Okay. So a bag has 8 balls and 5 white balls. Okay, I am rubbing this part. Now in the second part, how we will do? In the question they are telling that there will be no replacement. It means that first when we are taking out 3 balls, after that we have to subtract that 3 balls. Now left balls, 8 red balls and 2 white balls. Now you will ask why 2 white balls? Because in the first case we are taking out 3 white balls already and we are getting 5C3 by 13C3. Okay, after taking out they are telling there will be no replacement. No replacement, we will not be able to add that 3 balls again in that bag. That is why I am taking only 2 white balls, because 3 balls we have already taken out. Okay, so now we have total balls 8 red and 2 white, means 10. Now we are going to take out 3 red balls. So probability of getting 3 red balls from total. Okay, from total balls. So total balls how much we have? Only 10. It means 10C3. Now probability of getting 3 red balls from total red balls. So how many total red balls we have? We have total red balls 8. From 8 we can take out 3. This 8C3. Okay. Therefore, probability of getting red balls, we can write probability of getting red balls. I am writing P2, which will be 8C3 by 10C3. Okay, understood up to here. After this, they are saying that find the probability that the first drawing will give 3 white balls and what? And the second 3 red balls. Whenever it is written and, it means they are asking both. Okay, means first we are taking 3 white balls and then we are taking 3 red balls. In first case we are getting 5C3 by 13C3. In second case when we are taking out red balls, 3 red balls, we are getting 8C3 by 10C3. Means total probability we have to find, and what we will do, we will multiply. So total probability equals to P1 into P2. So P1 was 5C3 by 13C3 and P2 is 8C3 by 10C3. You can use your calculator and find this one, because you know how to find combination. And if you will find this one, or you can use the formula. Formula is n factorial by r factorial n minus r factorial. This you have done in combination class 11. You can use this one also. You can directly use your calculator and find. Your answer will be 7 by 49. Okay. 429. 7 by 429. Just use your calculator and solve this one. Complete this one. Class 12. Read long answer question number 10. It is given. X is taking up subjects. Means X is any boy or girl. He or she is taking subjects mathematics, physics and chemistry. In the examination, his probability of getting grade A in these subjects are 0.2, 0.3 and 0.5 respectively. Find the probability that he gets grade A in Roman 1 is all subject, Roman 2 is no subject, Roman 3 is only 2 subject. So X is a person or a student who is taking mathematics, physics and chemistry. Okay, and he or she is getting grade A. What is the probability of getting grade A in mathematics? 0.2, in physics 0.3 and in chemistry 0.5. So first Roman question is this: find the probability that he or she is getting grade A in all subjects. In all subjects means what I am taking, that probability of getting grade A in maths is 0.2, it is given. Probability of getting grade A in physics is 0.3. Probability of getting grade A in chemistry is 0.5. So grade A, they have given the probability 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. So probability of getting A, or you can write grade A in all subjects. So what you will write, PM into PPH into PCH. Means probability of mathematics, probability of physics, probability of chemistry. Probability of mathematics to get grade A 0.2, physics 0.3 and chemistry 0.5. When you will multiply, you will get 0.03. Now in the second Roman number, they are saying no subject. Means in no subject he or she will get grade A. So no subject means we have to find first probability of getting not A, means grade A in maths. Okay, I am writing M means maths. Okay, so what you will do, 1 minus 0.1 minus Pn, because probability of M is probability of getting A is Pn. It is given 0.2. If you will subtract 1 minus that digit, you will get probability of getting not A in maths. So 1 minus 0.2, you will get 0.8. Okay, same thing you will do for chemistry and physics also. Probability of getting not A in physics. Okay, so getting A is 0.3. Not getting means you have to subtract with 0.3. So you will get how much? 0.7. Same thing for maths you will do. I am running the first portion because we have done already. I am writing here. Probability of getting not A, you can write grade A also, in chemistry, pH. 1 minus PCH. So 1 minus PCH is 0.5. So you are getting 0.5. Therefore, you got not getting 0.8 in physics, not getting 0.7 in physics, not in chemistry, not getting grade A 0.5. So what you will write? Therefore, probability of not getting grade A is equals to what you will write? Probability of what you will write? This one 0.8 into 0.7 into 0.5. Now multiply this one and tell me how much you are getting. You will get 0.28. 0.28. Okay, because these all are information for not getting grade A in maths, physics and chemistry. Now in the third part they are asking two subjects, only probability of getting A in two subjects, means in third subject he or she is not getting A. Okay, so at that time what you will do? Probability. So this P m bar you got how much? 0.8 P pH bar means not getting. Okay, 0.7 you got, and P chemistry means CH bar you got 0.5. This one is getting probability of getting A, and this one is probability of not getting A. So they are asking only in two subjects he or she will get grade A. So at that time what you will do? Probability of getting A in two subjects. Okay, you will write for this one. Then suppose that he is getting or he or she is getting in maths, in physics also, but not in chemistry. So what you will write? PCH bar for that. Again addition sign. Now he is getting in maths but not in physics. So PH bar and chemistry he is getting. Means any two subject he is getting. Again plus sign. Now he is not getting in maths. So P M bar, but he is getting in physics and chemistry. So P PH P C H. Means only two subject means only in one. In first one he is not getting in chemistry but in math and physics he is getting. In second one he is getting in math and chemistry but not getting in physics. In third one he is getting in physics and chemistry but not in maths. So you know all this value is 0.2 into physics, 0.3 into not getting in chemistry, 0.5 plus 0.2 in physics he is not getting in 0.7, 0.7 into in chemistry he is getting in 0.5 plus maths not getting in 0.8, physics and chemistry getting 0.3, 0.5. Now solve this one. You will get 0.03 plus 0.07 plus 0.12. It means you are getting 0.22. Okay, complete this one. Class 12, read question, long answer question 15.2. A problem in mathematics is given to the three students whose chances of solving it correctly are 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 1 by 4 respectively. What is the probability that only one of them solves it correctly? Okay, there are three students and their probability of solving question correctly is 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. They are saying that what is the probability that only one of them solve it correctly. Okay, So PA is the probability of first student solving correctly, which is given half. So you will write that PA is the probability of solving question correctly by first student. PB is the probability of solving sums correctly by the second student, and PC is the probability of solving question correctly by third student. So if they are solving correctly 1 by 2, if their probability of solving correctly is 1 by 2, what is the probability that they will not solve it correctly, means incorrect. Same, PA bar equals to 1 minus PA, PA value is half, so you will get half. Same, PB bar equals to 1 by PB, 1 minus 1 by 3, 2 by 3. Now PC bar equals to 1 by 1 minus C, 1 minus 1 by 4, you will get 3 by 4. In the question they are asking only one student can solve it easily, they are asking this only, okay. So I am taking that D denotes the event that the problem is solved by one student only. Now class 12C 15-2. So we have done, we got PA, PB, PC, PA bar, PB bar and PC bar. Okay, but in the question they are asking only one of them can solve it correctly. It means that D equals to A can solve correctly, B and C cannot. Union sign means addition sign, because you know that union sign will convert to addition sign. Now A cannot, B cannot, but B can do correctly. A cannot, B cannot, but C can do correctly. Okay. Now I have written, and after this I am giving plus sign because union will convert to plus. Now you know that independent one. In the formula I told you the independent criteria property is that when you have intersection they can convert into multiplication. Yes or no? Go to independent formula and you will get that independently means A is not dependent on B and C. If A can solve, it can solve, B, C cannot solve that question. So PA dot PB bar PC bar means I am converting this intersection into multiplication using independent formula. Now PA bar dot PB dot PC bar, then PA bar dot PB bar PC bar. Now you have all the value, you copy, just put it PA bar 1 by 2, PB bar 2 by 3, PC bar 3 by 4. 2 to cancel, 3 cancel, you are getting 1 by 4. Here 3 cancel, 1 by 2 4s are 8, you are getting 1 by 8. Here only 2 cancel, so 1 by 3 4s are 12, 1 by 12. Then you will take the LCM you will get 24 and you will get 6 plus 3 plus 2, which is equals to 11 by 24. Okay, this one is your answer. Complete this one. Class 12 your homework is short question 32 question number 10, long answer 15, 1 and 34. Examples you will go through 11, 1, 33 and 34. If you want to practice once, you can practice, but these three are important, that is why I am telling you. Okay, complete this one.